Weddings on these shores were a bit like this. But in today's Britain, things are changing. They're a bit more like this. Steeped in traditions, centuries old, driven by faith with its own logic.
Lord, I pray, oh God, that you will bind us together with a great cord of love.
At the heart of these new wave of nuptials are the wedding planners.
Mazel tov.
From mums to professionals.
Don't worry, that's all going okay.
Ensuring that best laid plans.
You know, you just have to want to dance.
To dance?
Work on the big day.
What's going on there?
You are cordially invited to the brave new world of British weddings. Tonight, Sikh couple Cami and Dav.
This is my wife. Who do you think you guys are?
It all starts now.
Are following in the steps of their ancestors. And Eastern Europeans Sasha and Vlad.
Special Ukrainian Russian wedding.
The newest of immigrants sticking to the oldest of traditions.
Oh yes, I like this one.
Cami and Dav, a modern British couple in love and about to get married.
We met at the bowling alleys in Cokestall in Leeds.
Oh, well, these ones instead.
Didn't really think a lot to it, I think, until both families started getting a bit closer. No.
The families saw almost like the chemistry.
Yeah.
You know, and I think they've kind of like just stepped in and thought, well, wait a minute, how about them two?
Cami and Dav are both Sikhs, a community whose weddings can be a complex affair. Something wedding planner Gurjit Gill specialises in.
They're looking to have this big Sikh wedding. It's a big thing for the parents. They're either giving their daughter away or their son is bringing in a new member of the family.
In our culture, it's different. The daughter leaves the family home. So it's hard because I'm not just marrying Dav, I'm marrying the family and the extended family. So it's like, you know, it's daunting and it's scary.
Today, Gurjit's meeting both families. With 500 guests invited, they're viewing the venue for the wedding reception, a sports hall in Doncaster.
You can't see any of the sports hall floor because there's carpet in place. The green curtains are all taken out of the way, so they're all taken down and pushed out of the way, and it won't look like a sports hall.
Doncaster the Dome is more suitable for us, especially with the space. Yes, it is a sports hall, it is a sports centre, but it is also a blank canvas. We're doing a scale diagram over here, so let's have a look.
Dav has plans for a grand entrance, but he's not sure the sports hall's quite big enough.
Can we use any other entrances in here as well?
Yeah, by all means.
Unless you're going to drive in with a Bentley, you know, a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, with an elephant.
It's all about he's finally marrying the woman that he wants to be with for the rest of his life. He wants that big entrance to show his family and friends, we're here.
Dav's a respected professional musician who plays Bhangra. It's a music which originates in the rural farming villages in the North Indian state of Punjab, where Cami and Dav's families are originally from.
It's come from my blood, which is my dad dancing, my brother Amrinda, obviously, you know, it's a family affair. The spirit of the wedding is definitely going to be that hyper and that tempo and that much energy.
The Punjab's an area steeped in centuries of tradition, which both the couple and their families, Dav's mum and dad, and Cami's mum, are keen to celebrate. But for Cami, there's one family member who'll be missing the festivities.
Dad passed away about 4 years ago. In September, yeah, before 4 years in September. And that's basically the reason why he won't be with us. What hurts most is that my dad can't be there on the one day that I want him more than anything. And I think there's mixed emotions. You're angry, you're upset. At the same time, your heart just aches. And you do anything just for them to be there for that one day.
Today, with her dad absent, Cami and her mum are giving out the very first invite to the wedding.
Uncle जी तुम्हें की एक कार्ड ऊपर ना मुझे पता नहीं की लिखना.
The couple are marrying in their Sikh faith. For this, they need to get married here, a Sikh temple called a Gurdwara.
The first invitation, before we start distributing our wedding cards to anyone else, we have to give it to our Guru first.
To the priest, isn't it?
No, it's to our God.
This is the Guru Granth Sahib, considered by Sikhs as a living being, containing the holy scriptures which lay the bedrock of the Sikh faith.
We have to give something sweet, so it could either be a packet of sugar or an Indian sweet.
What sweets are you giving your God?
Rasgulle. And it's basically just an Indian sweet. So yeah, it tastes nice. So if it's good enough for us, it's good enough for the man up there. I kind of got a bit emotional when my mum gave the card and kind of, you know, getting a bit teary-eyed because I'm thinking my dad would have been stood there with my mum and it would have been a family thing. And I think you miss something that you've not got more when it's not there, especially days like this.
Are you looking forward to the wedding? Are you excited by the wedding? Are you nervous about the wedding?
Yes, it's a lot of stress. I think about this is normal. 2 weeks before wedding is not simple.
Hard time.
Introducing Vlad and Sasha, part of Britain's newest community, the Eastern Europeans.
We have lived close to each other from childhood, so I know him. It's my best friend. My wife is Sasha's sister, so we are like one big family now.
I met with Sasha when was her sister wedding with my best friend George. We met first time. I love this girl.
I will buy, order in eBay, but I send already my details.
Where did you buy the dress from?
In eBay, internet.
With the wedding just weeks away, Vlad's family in Ukraine can't attend.
I'm not happy because I'm without my family, but it's not enough time for documents, for visa. It's a lot of paperwork.
So we think to make it another one wedding for maybe 1 year.
My grandmother said, I give you money for wedding, just come to Ukraine and
do it another wedding.
Sasha and Vlad aren't having a church wedding, but they are sticking to certain traditions from Russia, Ukraine and Latvia. And there's one tradition they're keen to observe: fun. And responsibility for all the fun and games on the day falls to Julia, the joke planner, who, like Sasha, hails from Latvia.
Julia is a joke planner.
For Ukrainian, for Russian people, joke planner should be on every weddings.
One wedding can't be very funny if you don't have one people who make these jokes.
It will be boring, but we know definitely Julia can do funny for everybody.
Vlad and Sasha's joke planner is flying to the UK in a few days.
There's a lot of stuff.
But she sent some props on ahead for the game she's planning for their wedding day.
Will be big, dangerous doctor.
To inject it with an Eastern European tradition of fun.
240, I don't know how it's gonna be in game, but should be really funny.
Vlad's in the dark when it comes to the whole picture.
Boxers, gloves. This is as well for jokes and games. One people stay in one, where is one leg, and other people stay where is another leg, and we dancing or something like that, or jumping. I don't remember.
And this is at your wedding?
Yeah. Special Ukrainian Russian wedding.
There's also props essential to Cami and Dav's wedding.
This is a very, very special sword. It's been passed down to generations, and it's been passed down to me, and now I'm going to use it at my wedding. So it's got some great significances to our family. I've been told that when the groom went to take the bride back to his village, which is a huge distance, this is seen as a form of protection, obviously. So you'd get like bandits and what we call dakus. They'd come and they'd obviously rob the bride, because obviously she's wearing lots of gold. The groom, this is like, wait a minute, this is my wife. Who do you think you guys are? And that's the whole idea behind it. So that's another reason why, what I've been told anyway, why we use the sword even in modern days. We know that's not going to happen, but it's a cultural thing, and also I believe it's a religious thing as well. So it's beautiful. I'm really excited about it.
The sword, which Sikhs call a kirpan, is one of the key articles of faith, a symbol of the 10 gurus who shaped Sikhism and fought to defend the faith through the centuries. Today, at Cami's local Gurdwara in Doncaster, Sikhism's guardians come in a rather different form of the committee.
We work as a management team and we look after all aspects of the Gurdwara and our visitors.
Cami's meeting with them to finalise plans for her wedding ceremony.
My name is Gurjeet. I'm a wedding planner here. For today, camera we have Cami for better for brat on the pella.
Got no room for that.
Got no room.
No spare room for.
Right.
You know, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੇਟਰ ਲੱਗਣੇ ਨਾ ਬ੍ਰੈਕਫਾਸਟ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨਾਸ਼ਤਾ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਖੁੱਲਾ ਹੋਈਦਾ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਬੁੱਕ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਉਧਰ ਬੱਚੀ ਬੈਠ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ
ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਕਿੰਗ ਕਰਨੀ ਆ they're going to be cooking I don't want to smell no offense but I don't want my outfit to smell like roti and sabji
we'll have a
Yeah, ਅੰਕਲ ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੀ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਮਸੀਂ ਅੱਧੇ ਘੰਟੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਹੋਣਾ ਹੈ You know what it is? If I'm honest with you, ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਸੱਚ ਦੱਸਾਂ ਅੰਕਲ ਉਹ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਉਹ ਆ
ਹੋਰ ਕੋਈ ਖਾਸ ਹੋਣੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ
That's alright, don't worry. That's my biggest concern.
Don't worry. We'll sort it out.
I was getting slightly steamed. I didn't really want to smell out of Indian curry on my wedding day, sat next to Dav.
ਜਿੰਨਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਸੈਪਰੇਟ ਰੂਮ ਆ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੋਲ ਸਮਾਨ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਮੈਂ ਸੋਨਾ ਪੇ ਤਿੱਤੀ ਪਣੋ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੇ ਸੀ ਕੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਿਹਦਾ ਸੈਪਰੇਟ ਰੂਮ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ
The priest said the day, the blessings in there in God's house.
Were you worried then that Cami was just...
I was a bit concerned that is it going to is she going to fly off the handle a bit? How are we going to sort of control things?
Helping with Sasha and Vlod's wedding is Lana, an established caterer and wedding planner for the UK's Ukrainian community.
Все будет красиво. Да? Да, это зависит от ведущей, от музыканта.
Мы в ней уверены.
Да, ну тогда все будет хорошо.
Она людей там раздевала до гола, за 3 секунды ползала, стояла только в трусах одних на конкурсах. И все ржали так.
Украинский борщ.
Lana is in charge of the Ukrainian food at their reception.
Вкусно. Amazing. Our budget is really limited and we can't pay a lot of money.
It means the couple can't afford other areas of Lana's planning expertise.
Music.
But she's opened up her contacts book anyway.
She gave us a lot of funds who can help with wedding,
As well as singers, because this will be Ukrainian singers. So it's all friends of Svetlana, all her stuff.
Ну, чтобы украшать зал. Кто-то приедет из ваших друзей, да? Usually I do all service. They can't afford to employ me full time, but I'm happy to help.
She find time for us and...
Because she's a very busy woman. If Svetlana is with us, so our wedding will be nice.
Nas, yes, can you go on table 25 please? Thank you.
I work 50 hours a week, more than 50, something like this. It's hard, I know. You know, I never at home. I stay more at work than at home. So about wedding, a lot of things do my boyfriend, because he have more time for the moment.
Usually I'm a builder, but I'm waiting for documents, I can't work. And now I'm enjoy, stay at home and relax and waiting for Sasha all day.
With budget tight and time on his hands, Vlod's taken responsibility for a traditional staple of a Ukrainian wedding: drink.
All drinks coming from Ukraine. Nemirov is a small village not far from our house. And very nice beer from my village where I'm living in Ukraine. Same beer from same factory, but in small tank.
With his parents unable to come to the wedding, they're a reminder of home.
It's present from Ukraine, from my family, from my parents. They send me very nice vodka because it's on Ukrainian wedding. It should be traditional vodka, traditional drinks, and should be a lot of vodka. All drinks in our country is more cheaper, and they wanna help me.
Families. In Doncaster, Cami and Davs are insisting on observing a Punjabi tradition.
So I'll see you in 6 weeks.
Which see the bride and the groom split up.
We can't meet for 6 weeks or so prior to the wedding. And it's a cultural thing, more so from Dav's side of the family.
कि उस दिन मुंडा कुड़ी मिलदे रहना थोड़ा जे चंगा नहीं लगदागा.
We take that on board and we say, okay, fair enough, we understand, you know, what you guys are trying to do, so we will respect that and just let it be.
So it'll be the final kind of farewell until the big day itself, so it's going to be a bit strange saying goodbye. I'll miss him, and he knows I will.
You just imagine how different we're going to look on our wedding day.
That's true.
I'm going to see you like I've never seen you before.
Yep, pretty much.
And you're going to see me like you've never seen me before. Who loves Cami?
I love Cami.
You do?
I do.
Oh. Bye-bye, and then...
I hate saying farewells. I hate actually saying goodbye to anyone. Goodbyes to me are kind of shutting a door, and I don't like them. It's kind of, you don't know when you're going to see them again. The countdown begins now, and I think it's reality hits home. That not only is it 6 weeks to my wedding, it's 6 weeks till I leave this house, until I leave my mum. And that's where my emotions are going to go.
After her wedding ceremony, Punjabi tradition means Cami will move 1 hour from her hometown of Doncaster to here, Bradford, to permanently live with Dav and his family.
Oh, I want a daughter. Always. Now I'm having one. My wish coming through.
Could be coming into a new household. You know, she's leaving her home, and obviously her dad's not there as well, which is quite painful in itself. That's the reason for why I've got to make the transition as smooth as possible.
But before Cami's arrival, the family have another visitor coming to stay. One whose presence will be a holy blessing on the couple's marriage.
To have the Guru Granth Sahib come down to our house, it's just a huge honour. We treat it as a person, as a guru, with so much respect. It's unbelievable.
The Guru Granth Sahib holds writings of Sikhism's spiritual fathers, gurus who Sikhs believe were in communication with God. It means the Guru Granth Sahib, as the vehicle for the Maker's word, is accorded the status of a living guru.
In the Gurdwara, our Guruji sleeps in a bed, and that's how real the Guru Granth Sahib to us is.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਤਨਾਮ
Guru Granth Sahib is carried on the head as a mark of respect.
Dad's the eldest of the house, he's the leader, so out of respect, you know, we let Dad bring it.
A fan called a chur sahib, which usually consists of yak hair, cools the air around the Guru and keeps insects away.
हाँ जी, स्पेशल वास्ते गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी वास्ते कोई इसते और कोई किसी बात चीज वास्ते नहीं बरत सकते.
Guru Granth Sahib holds 715 pages. Considered the limbs of the living Guru. Written in an ancient version of Punjabi, all will be recited over the week. It means God is blessing Kami and Dav's Sikh wedding.
The whole Gurbani is going to be read throughout the 7 days. There's loads of other religious ceremonies that are going to take place as well, which I'm going to learn about. But yeah, it's the start. It's the start of the start.
Everything went well. बहुत अच्छा हुआ सारा कुछ. But still excited, you know.
A visitor's also coming to Sasha and Vlad's house, but rather than a divine presence, it's an Eastern European policewoman, Julia. The planner responsible for the fun and games on the wedding day is flying in from Latvia.
We studied together for 8 years, so we was really best friends.
I haven't seen her nearly 2 years since our wedding.
I would say, yeah, that she's the best joke planner in Latvia, yeah. So it's like 2 in 1, yeah. She's our friend and plus she's an organizer.
Hello.
Ой, привет, спасибо. Ой, извини.
Привет, Олег.
А где сказал?
Так непривычно, что руль с другой стороны. Да.
Сусам. Все, в этой же не пропущу.
Спела еще только 2 месяца, так что...
She cried because she saw for first time my baby and because we are like soul sisters, I would say.
Уже не верится вообще. Вроде еще недавно в школу все вместе ходили.
Бабуля, ты чё плачешь?
От радости, Юля, приехала. I'm crying because I'm so happy and I'm so proud that I have so good friends here and therefore I'm crying as well. So my emotions, I don't want to cry, but no.
Joke planner Julia's getting down to work. On the agenda, the wedding morning.
Что там, значит, с двери будут торчать 3 ленточки вниз спуска. Кого вытянешь, на том жениться придется. Я говорю, если не понравится, надо будет откупиться.
На той.
Ну, на той, да.
When the groom traditionally arrives at the bride's house to buy his bride.
So we're talking about my wedding, how it started. When guys coming to buy me. Не, когда он видит, что будет около комнаты лента, подумает, а по-любому все ленты к Сашке привязаны, подумает. А он подумает, что не будет фальшивой невесты.
Julia's planning a false bride for Vlad.
Раздевайся.
Ты сними только рубашку, джинсы можешь оставить.
Руки вверх подними.
О, бог ты!
Julia's boyfriend Oleg, who's also a policeman in Latvia, has volunteered for the role.
Где твои груди? Где?
Что запущу?
Не рассказывай, ладно? Не рассказывай ему. Давай я майки запихаю.
Майки?
Мне майки за много будет.
Красотка.
Despite the fun and games, Julia's feeling the pressure. She's judged on how much fun people have on the wedding day.
I hope that everything will be okay and everyone will be very happy to be in this wedding. Ну что ты руку можешь уже не держать?
А мне понравилось.
It's been a week since Guru Granth Sahib came to Dav and his family's home. It's now time for their special guest to depart.
The Guru Granth Sahib has been read from A to Z. My dad brought the Guru Granth Sahib here. I think the idea is for me to take it back. So it's a huge, huge honour. Okay.
Guru Ji Japo Satnam.
At that point, I was thinking that I've got not just the weight of the Guru Granth Sahib on my head or on my shoulders, but the whole family, the whole wedding is on my shoulders. I was going through quite a few emotions at that point. It was like 1,000, if not a million thoughts going through my head. Shivers down the back of my spine. It's definitely a spiritual journey. I think there's a few more things that I need to still kind of comprehend and understand. Because I want to be able to do everything with full understanding of what's going on, why am I doing it. So then that way, I put my heart and soul into it.
In Doncaster, Cami and her mum and friends are making Indian sweets from recipes hundreds of years old. It marks the start of a week's celebration, leading up to the wedding day.
They're making me wait for this wedding, aren't they? It's the start of the wedding celebration. It's the Krahi. Everyone starts to get into the party spirit. Everyone gets together, everyone comes together, and it's just something out of this world. I think it wouldn't be, a Sikh wedding would not be the same without this.
This is thousands and thousands years old. Our mothers, grandmothers, great-grandmothers, they all knew to make these things. If she can learn, then she will pass on to her children. But otherwise, if the mothers don't teach the children, it will die.
The traditional menu for a Ukrainian wedding is a more savoury affair.
Look at this.
Lana's pulling together the ingredients she needs for Sasha and Vlod's reception.
I'm using this like a plate, like container for salad. I love this place. Every week I'm here. Thank you. I love you too.
Today I leave it all alcohol in storage, put in the fridge, because vodka should be cold in the wedding, you know. A little bit nervous, but I got a lot of job left, and I have to finish all jobs, and I haven't got time to think about nervous.
I couldn't afford to employ full time, and I'm happy to help them. Ukrainian, Russian community help each other a lot. I think we help in a lot because we've been in the same situation where we came here, we had no English at all. If people ever ask me how are you, I said sorry, I don't understand. This is what I know, that's ABC, and sorry, I don't understand. I had to do work which is just cleaning or restaurant work and something like that. It was very hard.
Today, Lana's giving Vlod a hand to plan the reception. Here at a hotel in West London. It'll follow a registry office wedding.
Оці тоді треба вперед, щоб вони дуже далеко не сиділи від гостей, може, бо так хто щось буде казати, навіть не будеш чути тост.
Vlod's mum is unable to come to his wedding due to lack of finances, but she sent a unique cultural piece of Ukraine for his special day.
Корова, я можу показати зараз. Так, він невеличкий, такий маленький, то з дому вони його вчора передали. У мене є, дивіться, такий є рушник. Це я вишивав його ще колись з мамою.
Та ви що?
Так.
A rushnik is deeply symbolic. It's what Ukrainian mothers traditionally gave their sons when they left home, back in the day when they went to war or to find work.
He made this with his mother 10 years ago, and all this he handmade. Take
Very
this.
important.
Yeah.
Вчера моя мама передала мне с Украины специальный хлеб, каравай. У нас в Украине с этим караваем встречают на всех торжественных мероприятиях, также свадьбы. Рушник вышиваный. Этот рушник вышивал я и моя мама еще много лет назад. Вот она мне передала. Это был большой сюрприз для меня. Воспоминания. Ну.
It was my graduation. You know, I remember my father being the most proudest father ever. I expected him to be like this on my wedding day, but he isn't going to be there. And I think what I miss the most is being able to say goodbye to him. Because I would have then been able to say goodbye, you know, when my dudley goes, which is when I depart from my house here and go to Dav's house. It's going to be hard because I'm not going to get that big hug. There's going to be a massive big hole. Without him, it's not going to be the same.
Now this is some proper farming. This is what it's all about, being a bit rural. Oh, God, Jermaine.
Dav and his family are having theme parties in the lead up to the big day.
Is that it? That's it, Sky.
Today, Gurjit's been asked to organise one, which takes him back to his roots.
You can't get more dissy than this.
By recreating a Punjabi village in his back garden.
I wouldn't say it's a typical Sikh night, I'd say it's a typical Punjabi night. There's a bit of a difference because Sikh is religion and Punjabi is cultural. This is the kind of thing that we miss. We get like the baseball caps and t-shirts and the jeans, but we miss being Punjabi. In the marquee what we had was like a live Desi session. That's how it was back in the days. We didn't have the luxuries of mics and speakers and amplifiers and whatever. What you saw there was exactly how it was back in the Pind, back in the village.
They're all happy, you know, but on the boys' side it's always a different kind of celebration because they're going to get a new addition into the family. I mean, Cammie's going to have Dav, but she's going to leave her home.
The night before the wedding, and the last of Cammie's parties, the Maya.
It's my last day of freedom. I get married tomorrow.
How are you feeling about that?
Sunk in now.
Cammie's prepared as tradition decrees a Punjabi bride should be. No makeup is worn. Skin is rubbed with turmeric, a traditional cleanser in rural Punjab. Wedding bangles are adorned by Cammie's brothers. Kalira are attached, making it impossible for the bride to carry out any further household tasks, a recognition that the bride is moving to another home.
She does get quite emotional. It's one of them, I know if I were getting married I'd probably be the same, so... But the thing is with me, I'll be staying at home anyway, so...
It's supposed to be a celebration, but it doesn't feel like it's me. I leave everyone in that room and I start a whole new family somewhere else. It's hard. It's hard.
You'll see them again, will you?
It's not the same Thursday. It's never going to be the same.
The Maya ends with Cammie's family dancing with lit pots called jago on their heads, holding sticks called gungroos, symbolic of late-night tradition of waking up the entire village to announce a wedding the next day. Wedding day. Preparing for Vlod's arrival are the brides, Sasha and Oleg. On the groom's side, preparations are being made to buy the bride.
So this is fake money for our clever ladies. It's just paper.
And to observe tradition.
Special braid and special towel for special day.
Give me my Quran when you get to the Gurdwara, alright?
Dav's also following tradition.
The reason why we've got to wear the pug on the day is because it's supposed to represent being a Sikh.
My baby getting ready.
As I just sat there, I went through a little bit of an emotion because obviously these guys are the elders. And as these guys were putting the bag on to me and preparing me for it, it felt like I was going from childhood into manhood. And I'm just like, whoa, I'm actually getting married.
It's been over 6 weeks since Cami and Dav last saw each other. Today ends all that.
Well, this is it now. I'm going to go get her.
You ready, Cami?
No.
Wedding planner Gurjit's at the Gurdwara already, waiting.
We need to park away so that then Dav doesn't see.
In Punjabi tradition, it's the groom who wears a veil, which is beaded and called a sera. It prevents him seeing the bride.
Once Cami arrives, because really he can't sort of see her, she needs to come in, go into the temple. You look beautiful. Don't worry, it's all going okay. Yeah? Don't stress.
It seems as if it's the first time I'm meeting him again. And that scares me. It's scary.
I'm feeling perfectly fine. I was a little bit stressed out earlier this morning, obviously, but I had a bit of a nap in the car. I think which calmed me down a bit.
It all starts now.
На твоя шапка. Пошли, берешь шприц, все, надо выходить на улицу.
Julia's plan for greeting Vlod has a distinctive medical theme.
I'm a nurse and I will need to give an injection to Vlad to make sure that he don't have a bacteria and he is not harmful for our bride. Okay, we are going.
A tradition, hundreds of years old, is about to be observed on a street in West London. A groom comes to buy his bride.
Нам тут позвонили и сказали, что у нас будет больной с заболеванием влюбленности. Это вы, да?
Наверное.
Ну что ж, у нас тут, как видите, карантин.
Да.
И прежде чем зайти в дом, надо будет вас продезинфицировать.
Водка.
О, водка.
Открывайте рот, открывайте рот.
Some believe this traces back to the farming villages of Eastern Europe.
Ну, как вы все знаете, у нас медицина не бесплатная.
Ну, в Британии, я знаю, бесплатно.
Если хотите
Но это в Британии, у нас тут немножко не Британия, да.
When grooms made payments to overcome family worries that they were poor peasants.
Фальшивки можете даже не доставать.
Еще поставим.
And to echo and celebrate that tradition,
Каким лицом будешь быть с таким с невестой жить? Улыбайся! Молодец!
Life is wonderful!
Vlod's overcoming the obstacles which planner Julia's put in his way.
Где находятся строчки, которые написала ваша невеста?
To prove his worthiness
Ну, может, второй.
and claim his prize.
В этой комнате находятся 3 невесты. Ну, а кого вытащишь, на том придется жениться. Все, сейчас посмотрим.
Саша!
Кого вытащил, на том и женись.
Ты очень красивая. Все, заплатим.
Владимир, ты мой. Ой.
Ой.
Будем жениться. Не в этой жизни. Надо откупиться.
Тебе так может?
Да. О.
Все
деньги, которые были, нет.
Очень красивая. Че, я тебя должен целовать или...
Вау!
Still in Ukraine, unable to attend his wedding, a way's been found for Vlod's mum to deliver a goodwill message.
Ну, здравствуйте, Украина!
Дорогие сваты и бабушка, я хочу поблагодарить вас за то, что вы родили, вырастили и воспитали такую хорошую, добрую дочь, такую красивую девочку, которая стала женой моему сыну, а мне не невесткой, а мне тоже дочери. Буду относиться к тебе, как к своей дочери. Всякие милые.
Поэтому я послышу просто.
Я уже плачу.
Мам.
Счастья, любви и всего самого лучшего вам.
Благословляю вас.
Не будем, мы только будем плакать от радости, от счастья.
От радости плачем.
Мы показывали все, что происходит моим родителям. All my family coming in my house in Ukraine and celebrate my wedding at home.
Cami and Dav's families have gathered in front of the Gurdwara for a traditional greeting. It's called a milni.
Cami's eldest brother is standing in for Cami's dad, and they're greeting each other with garlands to sort of welcome each other. Before, when going back in India and back in the time, they'd never met them before. This was the first time. Really, it's supposed to be like a first meeting, but now people meet, you know, beforehand.
There's one person absent at Cami's wedding, and here, in a Sikh ceremony, there's a reminder.
Well, make sure you've got enough slack down there.
She's got enough on the other side for Cami to hold.
Cami's father would hand over one end of the scarf Dav's wearing to signify he's giving her away. But today, in his absence, Cami's uncle fulfills that duty. At any Sikh wedding, Guru Granth Sahib holds court. Certain holy scriptures, he holds, are recited. And then sung in hymns. As the couple circle Sikhism's revered and living Guru, Cami's brothers are on hand to guide their sister. And once the fourth circle is completed, in the eyes of God, the couple are married.
They look amazing.
And to conclude,
it is my duty to remind you of the solemn and binding character.
The Gurdwara's committee's registrar puts a legal stamp on the marriage.
I, Devinder Singh, do take thee to be my lawful wedded wife.
In West London, another British registry wedding where religion or tradition has no role.
That's the cake, like a bread, traditional Ukrainian bread for the blessing. Like it is a traditional, that's the traditional cake.
And this iconic piece of Ukraine is about to meet British rules.
This is the bread, traditional bread.
Yes, we're not allowed food in the room.
We're not going to eat it. We're not eating inside.
No.
They're not going to eat it, don't they?
No, but we shouldn't have any food in the room.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Why? Because rats?
Because of the rats. Oh, I don't think there's any rats around here.
We're going to keep it in hand only. We're going to hold it in the hand.
Cultural.
Just for...
But this is a civil ceremony.
They said no, because it's not allowed to bring the food in. I've been angry, but I don't want to be stop the marriage, and I have to come down.
Can I have the bride's father, please?
Bride's father? It's like me or what?
No. You don't look old enough to be a father.
Who gives this woman to be married here today?
I do.
Thank you, sir. If you'd just like to stand there. Thank you. Thank you. Repeat these words after me, Volodymyr. I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
Of any lawful impediment.
Of any laws.
Lawful.
Lawful.
Impediment.
Impediment.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
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 Of any lawful.
Any lawful.
Of any lawful.
Of any lawful.
Impediment.
Impediment.
So it just gives me great pleasure to tell you, you are now husband and wife. Many congratulations.
At the reception venue, Lana's sorting out the food.
In Russian-Ukrainian wedding, all drink, all food has to be on the table. I noticed the table is so narrow. Actually, we have not a lot of space for all food we have to put on the table. This is Vladimir, this is Sasha.
In Doncaster, the sports hall's been transformed.
This is the entertainers getting ready for their entourage.
And the plans laid for Cami and Dav's entrance are about to be put into action.
So basically what it is, we're a Bhangra dance team. It's actually from a farming background. It originates from northern India, Punjab. So the dance moves are basically originated around the actual culture, the farming culture.
When the crops grow, they grow, as you know, the sun rises. And then after the sun rises, we got to cut the crops, which is another one dance move. Yeah. And it goes 1.
Certain traditions at Sasha and Vlad's wedding also have their roots in farming villages of Ukraine.
Что насчет каравая? Вы встречать его будете?
Родители, конечно.
The wedding bread karavaya symbolises the respect for a living made from the fertile black soil, which sees the region titled the breadbasket of Europe. And in West London, it's why a loaf of bread greets the newlywed couple.
Раз, два, три.
Volodymyr takes the bigger pieces. So now he's the boss in our house. It's nice. I think it needs to be like this. In
Doncaster, Cami and Dav are also making their entrance to the farming dance that is Bhangra. Sasha and Vlad's reception is underway with a toast to the bride and groom.
Cheers.
Fed, watered, time for the guests to enjoy themselves. It's now showtime for Julia to orchestrate the fun and games she's planned, which make this wedding uniquely Eastern European.
It will be a special game for the bride and for the groom. We will see it.
And Julia's first game is a traditional opener, involving a sock with a hole, thread and a baby doll.
А наш жених должен запеленать ребенка. Ребенок должен подсказывать своей жене, как правильно она твой носок должна зашивать.
Это надо было так, чтобы не было рубца.
Ты даже не видно?
Молодцы.
The games are seen by some to stem from the farming villages of Eastern Europe,
Аплодисменты Александру!
where weddings were traditionally held on Sundays and were a break from an intense working week. It was the day to have fun.
Так как сегодня свадьба, никто драться у нас не будет. Но вашей задачей будет, не снимая перчатки, открыть бутылку с алкоголем, которую я вам дам, и выпить. On our weddings in Latvia, in Russia, in Ukraine, it is normal if all games is like jokes. We are trying to make people laughing, to make people happy. It is like traditions because wedding is very happy moment in their life, and therefore we must make this day very nice and very beautiful.
In the midst of the fun, Vlad's heart is still at home.
Все? Поговоримо вже потім, так, тут дуже багато шуму. Добре. Папа, goodbye. My family online with me all day, but хочу домой, хочу к родителям, соскучился за всеми. И все? Thank you. Yeah? Thank you. Hello.
The last part of Cami and Dav's wedding.
Right, wait, man, Brad. Go on.
And the most difficult. To wish her family well, Cami scatters rice into the four corners of the room. Marking the time to leave.
Just let me know what I'm missing.
सर्टिफिकेट तो ली हैगी है ना
Dav's dad scatters coins as Cami's family give her a traditional send-off. and her oldest brother accompanies her as she heads into a new life.
It's not that bad, is it? Come on, it's only Dab, he's alright. Shut up, come on. We're not all going to get married one day, are we? Come on, he's alright. He'll look after you.
At Sasha and Vlod's wedding,
Эта проблема уже у меня была в моей жизни.
the games are proceeding apace. The fun is infectious, and Vlod's feeling the love.
I'm very glad to see my old tradition in my wedding. A lot of really, really fun jokes, everybody feeling good, and when my guests feeling good, I'm feeling good as well.
Bradford, Cammie's new home, and a tradition centuries old, originating thousands of miles away, steps into a front room in northern England.
Come on, both of you.
Games to cheer up a bride missing home. As their wedding day comes to an end, Dav and Cammie have been witness to how tradition, for better or for worse, survives the test of time and distance.
Why not? That's my bedroom.
It's Cammie's bedroom now, isn't it? Bedroom?
Oh, that's sweet tea. Eh? I think
It's hard. It's hard, as I can say. Because of so much been going on, so many emotions, and you know, you become stronger through experience. And this was something I needed to experience to become stronger.
Overall, I think we'll be fine, you know?
Yeah.
For Vlod, a member of Britain's newest community, sticking to the oldest of traditions has had its ups and downs.
I think it's the best day in my life. It's like my dreams, to be honest. I never felt it before.
It's a day which has seen him cement a new life in this country.
I'm very happy, man. Today is my best day, to be honest. I love Sasha. Sasha, I love you, darling. Kiss you. Love you. We will be happy, I promise you. Everything for you, my darling.
And the whole world is on your case. I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love.
Next tonight on BBC HD, testing the general knowledge and geographical knowledge of the panel with Stephen Fry and QI.
There to dry your tears. I could hold you for